Welcome to Investor Web, your comprehensive guide to personal finance and investing. This platform is an invaluable tool for anyone looking to navigate the complex world of finance, offering actionable advice and insights to help you make the most of your money. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting your journey, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Today, we're going to tackle a crucial topic that can make or break your financial journey: fixing a broke mindset. We all know that our mindset can greatly impact our actions and decisions. But did you know that it can also significantly affect your financial health? Over the next few minutes, we will explore 10 steps to help you transform a broke mindset into a wealthy one, empowering you to take control of your finances like never before. So, buckle up and get ready to revolutionize your financial future. Stay tuned as we delve into the steps you can take to transform your financial mindset. Step 1 involves acceptance. To begin mending a broke mindset, we must first acknowledge and accept where we currently stand, financially and mentally. It's not about self-judgment or self-deprecation, but rather about understanding the reality of our situation. It's about recognizing our financial status, our spending habits, our income levels, and our mindset towards money. The acceptance of our current state is not a destination, but a starting point. It's not about dwelling in the past or the present, but about paving the way for a prosperous future. This acceptance becomes the cornerstone of change, the first step towards a better financial future. Once we accept our current state, we can begin to identify the areas that need improvement. We can start to see the habits that are holding us back and the mindset that is keeping us in a cycle of financial instability. Acceptance forms the foundation for a more prosperous financial future. Step 2 is all about self-education. Now, why is this crucial? Well, imagine stepping into a battlefield without any understanding of the terrain or the weapons at your disposal. That's exactly what you're doing when you navigate the financial world without understanding the basics. Financial literacy is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So, how does one acquire this literacy? There's a wealth of resources available. Books, for instance, offer profound insights. They are the wisdom of ages, distilled into pages. Then there are online courses, a veritable treasure trove of knowledge, available at your fingertips, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And let's not forget seminars, where you get to learn from experts in real time. Remember, the tools to improve your financial situation are out there, waiting for you to grasp them. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to improve your financial situation. Step 3 is setting clear, attainable financial goals. This is more than just wishful thinking. It's about creating a roadmap for your financial journey. You see, without goals, you're like a ship adrift at sea. Goals are your compass, your North Star, guiding you in the right direction. Financial goals could range from saving for a new car, paying off student loans, to building a retirement nest egg. The key is to make these goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or what we call SMART goals. Setting financial goals also entails understanding the difference between short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. Each type requires different strategies and time frames. It's about balancing immediate needs with future aspirations. Remember, it's not about how grand your goals are. It's about taking that first step, then the next, and the next, until you reach your destination. Goals give you a clear direction and purpose, propelling you towards financial success. Step 4 involves creating a budget. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big fuss about a budget? Well, in the world of finance, a budget is your best friend. It's your personal financial blueprint, a tool that gives you control over your finances and the power to make informed decisions about your money. Think of it this way. Without a budget, you're like a ship sailing without a compass. You might be moving, but without a clear direction, you're likely to drift off course. A budget helps you stay on track, guiding you toward your financial goals. It helps you identify unnecessary spending and areas where you can save. Creating a budget isn't just about restricting what you spend. It's about making your money work for you and ensuring every penny is assigned a purpose, be it for bills, savings, or that holiday you've been dreaming of. And remember, a well-planned budget is a roadmap to financial freedom. Step 5 is building an emergency fund. This is a crucial component of financial stability because it serves as a buffer during unexpected situations. Think of it as a parachute that can help soften the landing when life throws you off balance. An emergency fund is not an investment opportunity or a savings account for future desires. It's a safety net, a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. These surprises can include anything from an unexpected medical bill, a major car repair, or sudden job loss. By having this fund, you're not only giving yourself peace of mind, but also preventing the accumulation of debt when these unexpected expenses occur. It's the difference between handling a crisis calmly or spiraling into panic. It's recommended to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. Start small if you have to, and then build it up. Remember, an emergency fund is your financial safety net. Step 6 revolves around paying off debt. Now, debt, my friends, is a heavy burden that can weigh down on your financial freedom. It's crucial to address this issue head-on. Strategies for paying off debt are as diverse as the causes of debt. Some of you might find the snowball method helpful, where you pay off debt starting from the smallest. This gives a psychological boost, encouraging you to tackle larger debts. On the other hand, the avalanche method focuses on paying off the highest interest debt first, which can save you money over time. Remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. What's important is to choose a strategy that you can stick with, that fits your lifestyle, and that ultimately leads to zero debt. And why is this so important? Because eliminating debt is essential to achieving financial freedom. It frees up your income for investing and building wealth. Being debt-free is a significant step towards a financially secure future. Step 7 is about investing wisely. It's about making your money work for you, rather than you working for your money. Investing, when done prudently, can be a game changer for your financial health. It's like planting a seed and nurturing it over time to grow into a sturdy tree. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building wealth gradually and sustainably. You start by setting aside a portion of your earnings, no matter how small. Then, you put that money into investments that have the potential to grow. Think stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a business venture. But remember, investing isn't a gamble. It requires careful research, risk assessment, and patience. It's about understanding market trends, assessing potential returns, and managing risks. And it's equally important to diversify, to not put all your eggs in one basket. Investing is the key to building wealth and securing your financial future. It's the step that takes you from merely surviving to truly thriving. Step 8 involves diversifying income streams. Now, what does that mean? It's akin to the age-old adage, don't put all your eggs in one basket. In the realm of finance, this translates to not relying on a single source for your income. Imagine a scenario where that one source dries up unexpectedly. Suddenly, you're left in a financial vacuum, scrambling to find alternatives. That's a situation no one wishes to find themselves in. But by having multiple income streams, you're effectively spreading the risk. This could mean having a full-time job while running a small business on the side, investing in stocks, or renting out a property. The point is to create a safety net that can catch you when one income stream experiences a downturn. It's about building financial resilience, ensuring that you're never left high and dry. Remember, the key to financial security isn't just about making money, it's about wisely managing and diversifying what you earn. Diversifying your income means not putting all your financial eggs in one basket. Step 9 is constant evaluation. Now, this might seem tedious, but believe me, it's worth every second. Constant evaluation is the backbone of financial success. It's like reading a map on a journey. You need to regularly check your position to ensure you're on the right path. Think about it. Your income might increase, your expenses could change, or your financial goals could evolve. Changes are inevitable in life, and your financial strategies should adapt to them. It's crucial to regularly review and adjust your financial strategies, keeping them in line with your current situation and future aspirations. Every few months, sit down, take a deep breath, and go through your financial plans. Check if you are on track towards your goals, if your budget is working, or if your investments are yielding the desired returns. If not, it's time to tweak and adjust. Remember, the key to financial freedom is not set in stone. It's fluid, changing as your life changes. Regular evaluation ensures your financial plans stay relevant and effective. The final step, step 10, is to practice gratitude. Gratitude, my friends, is the cornerstone of a rich mindset. It's the golden thread that weaves through every step we've discussed. Being thankful for what we have allows us to value our resources and use them wisely. It helps us stay grounded, focused, and driven, even when the journey gets tough. Let's take a moment to recap. We began with acceptance, accepting our current financial situation as the starting point. We moved on to self-education, learning about money and how it works. After that, we set goals, created a budget, built an emergency fund, and began paying off debt. We then took the leap into investing wisely and diversifying our income streams. Lastly, we emphasized the importance of constant evaluation, adjusting our strategies as needed. Each step, each decision, each action takes us closer to fixing a broke mindset and embracing a rich one. Remember, a healthy financial mindset is the key to financial success. Don't forget to subscribe to InvestorWeb for more financial insights and advice.